Hey guys, how's it going? It is Tuesday morning here in Sacramento. We're in South Sacramento at the moment. And this is really not a big deal that we're on right now. We'll get rolling in a minute and we'll be going right past something else that's a really big deal. A car split in half. Right down the middle after a pursuit, and it's right down the street from where we're at right now. This is just a vehicle that is up on the median. Not sure what the deal was with it, how it got there, but it's hanging over the median a little bit and they can't get it off of it. So, and that's what the flares are for. When you make the left-hand turn and you're in that number one lane, you would clip the front end of that car. So that's what's up with that at the moment. And that is the main topic tonight. That is what we need everybody's help with. Giving Tuesday is today. And a lot of nonprofit organizations, this is where at least 20 to 50% of their operating budget comes from for the next year. And this is our first Giving Tuesday. And we are really hoping folks kick in and help us out and put us in front of folks that are in a position to do that. No, we're actually right now this is Franklin Road at Mac. Just a vehicle up on the median, and we're gonna go rolling past another incident here in just a minute. That's a bit more serious. So it's dark. I'm solo tonight, so which means I'll only be able to respond to stuff after I land somewhere. So comments and everything are definitely welcome. Just understand I won't be able to respond, and I don't have a partner to help me out tonight. So it's a pretty slow night, but the big story of the day is Giving Tuesday. We will be driving everybody nuts with that today. Part of the reason why we like when stuff like this comes up, like with the Amazon Smile, we blasted that every which way we knew how, and we saw a few people come up later today and comment, "Oh wow, I wish I would have known about this sooner. I got a whole bunch of stuff from Amazon," and so we missed out on some help there. So it may seem like we're really overdoing stuff, but just remember, it comes up with the algorithms. It comes up in people's feeds differently. So we have to really overtalk it and bring it up. So, oh wow, okay. So here's our other incident right now up on the right side. That's the vehicle that is literally split in half, and we'll be posting up some photos and video on that later. So if you caught that. Garen, you're busy, huh? All right. We're forecasted for dense fog tonight. We got a low ceiling, as you can tell from the feed, but nothing road level yet. So again, we're in the South Sacramento area. We'll be heading to the downtown area here shortly. We're actually going to pull in and fuel up. And so I'll be out of the car for a couple of minutes. Let you people watch the funny people walking into the store. But stay with us and just refuel real quick and be right back with you. Real quick, Veronica, no, they didn't leave the car. The officers are there investigating. It's actually a SAC PD from a SAC PD pursuit, and SSD or Sheriff's Department is there to investigate. I heard one of the deputies say they don't even know what to do with it, so they were calling some of their bigwigs to figure out how to handle it. So interesting situation there. So be right back.
While supplies last, AM, PM, too much good stuff. Control 312, 97 with 91. 97 with 91. Right now, you can get the loose sparkling water at a great price of 2 for $2.22 or 1 at regular price. Choose from Simply Sparkling, Lime, or Tropical Mango. Offer applies to 16.9-ounce bottle. AM, PM, too much good stuff.
Pardon? All right. Thanks for hanging out and waiting for me there. Yeah, Christina, you're late. We've already been there. And we've got full video and photos that'll be up on our site later. As soon as we get all the details from SAC PD, that car is split in half. And it is, yeah, we already rolled by on the live feed. Let's see, make sure I annotate the gas receipt for the CFO or else I'll get in trouble. Let's see here. Don't want to get in trouble with the CFO. Giving Tuesday. It is Giving Tuesday. And for those of you just coming on, don't get weary with me mentioning Giving Tuesday, but we really have to get the word out on that. It's a very big deal. Throw that in there again so it stays up on the feed. I know there's a way we can pin a comment, and I'm not sure how to do it. Oh, here we go. Pinned comment. There we go. Now there's a pinned comment in there. Great. So that should hang in there right at the top of everything for everybody. Yeah, Giving Tuesday is super duper important. Like we said earlier, it's where a lot of nonprofits get a significant amount of their operating funding for the year, and this is our first year, and we really need some stimulus funding. So not this, and please understand when we talk about funding and all that, we understand not everybody is able, and but it's not necessarily you, but it's who you know. So we really ask you, if you enjoy what we do, if it's beneficial to you, informative. We're not here for entertainment. We're here to inform the community, and you know, like our tagline is keeping you informed so you can be aware and safe. And yeah, transient sleeping there, and that's our goal and mission, and we want to be able to expand that. We've had a lot of people say, when you're coming to our area, are you coming over here? Well, yeah, as soon as we get funding, we're set up to expand nationwide, and we're really excited about that. But we've got to get everything nailed down here in Sacramento first. We have everything really kind of in place or ready, but we just need the funding. And when we get the funding and we're able to get a brick and mortar and get things nailed down, then we'll be able to duplicate it. And that's when things will really start happening. And remember, the idea is to keep everything local, so every area will have their local public safety news, and then we'll feed into a main national page. But our website's already all set up for it to duplicate out and to feed that way. We'll start seeing some changes in our website coming up in the next few weeks to a month, that you'll start seeing even more hyper local, like into the neighborhoods like Elk Grove, North Highlands, things like that. So hey, Crystal, yeah, exactly, and yeah, and that's some folks don't know I left Amazon when we got our nonprofit, thinking we'd be getting a lot of viewer support, just even at $1 a day as a Facebook supporter from a quarter of our viewers, but that hasn't happened. So we're in a bad spot. Personally, my wife and I. So definitely understand where people are at. So again, that's like what I said. If you share that link with your Facebook friends, and you don't know what sometimes who's on your Facebook or who it might reach, and you just put in there why you're passionate about public safety news and why you want to see us grow. And folks right now, especially tomorrow, people are looking for those big write-offs. Businesses and philanthropists and investors, people that need those write-offs, tomorrow is one of the big days of giving for that. So as we head into the end of the year, so we just have to get in front of the right people, and we need our viewers' help for that. Anyways, we're heading to downtown Sacramento right now, and how will that play out on Facebook Live? Not sure what you're referring to there, Darren. Elaborate a little bit more, and then I'll pick up that your next comment when we land in downtown, and I'll try to answer that as best as I can. Right now we're still going through South Sacramento, coming up on 47th. 47th is where the old Campbell's soup plant used to be, and semi moving over in front of us. Radio traffic you're hearing right now is from the fire in Gold, structure fire in Gold. Heavy debris in the house, and they're having troubles extinguishing that fire. We are not going to it. It's way south of us.
Get one of the trucks to Woodbridge 73 Charlie Delta Corner. There's refrigerators, furniture, large piles garbage up against the house on fire.
Command copies. Brake truck 74.
74, yes.
I'm going to ask if you guys know about this is on the Charlie Delta corner on the outside. Truck 2051 just came in to do a secondary and then told us the change of pole. Command copies. Truck 74 is exiting the building. Heads to the Charlie Delta. Great. Go ahead, 46. Engine 46, try one more time, you're broken. Copy, you're still broken, I can't copy exactly what you're saying. I copied firefighter through the alpha door.
29 subject 5, purple, number please.
Go ahead, 3, go ahead.
91, go ahead.
Eastbound Paloma and Bonita. It's an Audi, I'll take you please.
9626367. Last of Moroccan, and we are
375 Nora Edward Mary 766.
91, I copy David 9626367. Last of Moroccan, code 4.
I see we've got some comments popping up there, and again, I'll get to those in just a few minutes after we land. I think we're going to be heading over to the Amtrak station, one of the places we stage. It's got good access to the freeway right there, and we can shoot into downtown quickly. So it gives us quick egress to both north and south Sacramento areas and into downtown. So logistically, when it's quiet, it's a good spot to hang out.
Can you contact roll for 93 and request a hold for fresh charges for 96D? And we identified on the web GPS photo and name date of birth.
Everyone probably real slow.
Fire dispatch down in command, primary all clear. Copy down in command, primary all clear.
So sounds like everybody's safely out of that house in Galt. I see the fog comments popping up there. It's just, there's a low ceiling, but it's not road level at all. So visibility's good. As long as we're not flying it over 1,000 feet, we'll be fine.
Returning for Alvin Giovanni, Moroccan, 13 of 90. Male black over brown, 5'9", 200, showing out of Reedley on G. George Street or another out of Davis on Glacier Drive. Showing valid on a Class B non-commercial with prior reports of 601.1 and 22350 negative FTAs. And parties also clear KPF with an extra when you're clear. 91 affirmative, extra number 5290737. Repeating 5290737. Central 91, I copy. Show officer bring 1015 at 0053 hours, please. Automatic copy, Officer Brink, 1015 at 0053 hours, log number 7, log 7, Adam 13316.
My alarm went on.
We'll be landing here in just a couple of minutes. I'll be able to get to some of those comments and questions.
I'll check the cameras. Control from
Anthony, send out an alert when something happens. We do. We usually go live, depending upon the severity of it, if that's what you're referring to. If you're referring to on here now, really no way to do that. Facebook sends out the initial alert when we go live. Other than that, we have no control over sending out any alerts.
Service Ida, authority 13365.
Yeah, there's no way to do that with Facebook Live.
12 Lotto HQ check.
Not a problem. And we're arriving here at the Sacramento Valley Station. Sacramento Valley Station was, they're trying to make it an intermodal hub. So my understanding is Greyhound will eventually move over here as well as the Amtrak buses. And light rail goes out of here and Amtrak.
Good.
Not sure if high speed will come through here when it comes through, and don't be mistaken, high speed will be going through. It will happen.
Information subdivision units go on dispatch information.
All right.
3 to 4 patch together, 25 dispatcher, 3 to 4 patch together.
Getting some of those comments in just a minute.
North of the river, channels 1 and 2 are patched. Receiving 1 channel north of the river, 0059 hours.
Alpha 2524, code 4, GOA. Copy, thank you. Alpha 2827, go channel 2.
Yeah, no, okay, just communicating with my dispatcher here.
Battalion 3, Trap 30, Fire Map 89, Delta 2, Operations B2.
123.
Yeah, Anthony, no, we can't, you know, when we jump in and we're responding to something, we're on it and we're focused on that. And when we get to scene and we figure out what's going on, depending what's happening, sometimes we go live, and otherwise we push stuff out just like any regular story as soon as we can. Thanks, Anthony. Yeah, that's an idea we'll take under advisement. Okay, let me kick back to some of these earlier comments. There, smaller.
Truck 74.
Truck 74.
Can we get foam and all the lines, please?
58501.
Oh, hey guys, Crystal, back to our conversation about ability to help out in that. On the Giving Tuesday page, you scroll down to the bottom, and there's a link there. Let me go to it real quick so I can go to Tuesday. Let me go to it so I can tell you correctly. Yeah, we scroll all the way down to the bottom. I think it is. Is it? Where is it? Oh no, it's not all the way to the bottom. If you're on computer, it's right under the photo. It says, I want to fundraise for this. And you click on that and you can create your own fundraising page for us. It's called a peer-to-peer fundraising. And then you're able to set your own goal and you can tell your own story, why you want the people that you're connected with to help out with PSN. And you can push that out to all your social media. So it's really simple and really kind of fun. It'd be neat to see a bunch of fundraising pages like that. And we got a beeper on SAC PD 1. Let's see what this is about. So beeper's on right now on SACPD channel 1, which means there's a situation where someone might be at gunpoint.
Contact with 1. And 6 check.
So it's a K9 unit. They sound kind of muffled because they're just switching over to digital, and all the officers aren't used to talking on them yet. You have to. Okay.
One is beeper off. Copy.
Okay, so they said target is in custody. So that means that was something they were on, like a warrant or something like that. And we didn't hear the beginning of it, so. Yeah, when they say target's in custody, that's something they had planned out, like a warrant or someone they've been looking for. They might be clearing a house or car wherever they're at right now. So anyway, so that's the on the Giving Tuesday, that's the page you can go to, and again you can create your own fundraiser. There's also a really cool thing on there. Under the continue button, there's a link there. You can give in honor of someone, which is really a neat thing you can do as well. So that's a neat thing. But you'll see over on the right hand side of the page some of the giving levels. Of course, you can give any amount in the blank part down at the bottom, but just some ideas of things to help us out. $500 can pay for protective gear and clothing for a PSN tactical photojournalist who is on scene for incidents in our community. So we, like when we're on fire, wildland fires, we have to wear the Nomax brush gear, and we always wear boots and safety vests and things like that. So of course those things have hard costs to them. $250 a month can help pay for a month of office space for the PSN team. We currently have no place where we can call home yet, so that's one of the other giving levels. $100 can help pay for a day of full-time coverage of our in our community, and that doesn't mean $100 will pay for it. It can help pay, go towards. $50 can help towards a tank of gas, so we can travel to cover incidents in our community. By the way, when we stopped in fuel tonight, that was a viewer-funded fuel that went in the tank, and we appreciate that tremendously. And we literally wouldn't be on the road tonight if it weren't for some of our viewers giving, and we really appreciate that. So Darren, how will that play out? And Joe, hey guys, Darren, I think you elaborated on that down below, so I'll get to that. Oh, okay, so with the smaller group, okay, so
negative copy.
We're hyper local, meaning like we cover Sacramento. So each area will have their own Facebook page. So like if we're in Stockton, when we expand to Stockton, Stockton will have its own Facebook page, and their own website, their own PSN website, so on and so forth for all the major areas. Los Angeles, Cincinnati, major cities, you know, things like that. But yeah, that beeper's still on, so it sounds like they're getting more folks out of either a house or a car, whatever it is they have stopped. So they will be local to that area. There will also be a main national page, both Facebook page and on our website, where we'll pull in the major stories. As for live, we have a really cool system that we're going to be able to tap into, much like you see on Live Rescue and Live PD. In a completely different way, we're going to be able to do that same thing with all our tactical photojournalists, wherever they're at. Literally, if we were worldwide, we have no, you know, we just want to go nationwide, not worldwide. But literally nationwide, our tactical photojournalists will be able to go to them live via the web. And so whenever, wherever, if you're like on our constant live stream, you'll be able to tap in at any time on our constant live stream and be able to go instantly to locations where things are happening. So we're really excited about that. But again, that's down the road. We don't have the software. We know how to use, and we've used the software. We can't afford it right now to be able to do that, and we know how to do it, but it costs a little bit of money. So we need funding so we can do that, and that'll be really exciting when we're able to. I think you guys will really enjoy that. Oh no, we will definitely have Facebook Live. We'll always, well, actually, we want to move it over to YouTube, but we'll also be able to multi-stream as well. And Ashley, have we considered Twitch? Yes, we have considered Twitch. One thing at a time, though. and so we're moving in all those directions. So we really want to try and meet people where they're at. There's a whole different audience on Twitch, there's a different audience on YouTube, there's a different audience on Twitter, so on and so forth. So we're trying to meet people where they're at as best as we can. Anthony, what is the business model? Wow. Your best bet on that is for an explanation. Let me jump back on the feed here on my Surface, and you want to go to come on, jump back in there. Thing is in my way. Get out of my way. There we go. All right. You want to go to palm1group.org. So that's the link you want to go to, Anthony, palm1group.org. That's our whole nonprofit, and that kind of gives a good picture of what we're doing with the whole nonprofit. As far as public safety news specifically, we'll have it'll be much like the way most news agencies are set up with bureaus, but we'll be able to duplicate that out. So we stay on the streets. We don't want to stay in a newsroom. So we want to have other news cruisers in the main areas, and then we have community contributors in their communities, and the news cruiser is a mobile newsroom platform where we can go to, let's say something, we're cruising around right now, so let's say something happens in Citrus Heights. A community contributor that we've trained will be able to respond quickly in their community and start aggregating information and photos and video, and we will be heading their direction on Broadway. We'll be heading their direction
Engine 519
to back them up.
Level 2 hazmat, DC1 hazmat 30, 1429 Broadway, and back up to altitude.
All right, we are heading to a hazmat and back of Jamba Juice off of Broadway and 14th. Wait for a green light. That no turn on red is a new sign. You used to be able to turn red here all the time. It is crowdfunding. Again, I just saw someone ask about crowdfunding, and we're gonna get rolling here, and they'll come back and get some more of those comments. But crowdfunding again, we just got our nonprofit, so we are taking one step at a time. We're a little bit behind the 8 ball because the nonprofit came through a little faster than we expected. So right now we're just focused on Giving Tuesday. Oh, look at that fog coming down. Yeah, it's coming down now. You can see it with the Wells Fargo building there and the Darth Vader building, we call it. So no, that was not Darth Vader. That Darth Vader is more in town. So crowdfunding is something we'll look at. Not really quite versed on how well that works with nonprofits, but Giving Tuesday is a good place to start. So we're just focused on that at the moment, and then we'll expand out. We're also working on grants. So we're bringing on 2 folks who want to help us with grant writing. And of course, you know, though grants aren't sustainable funding. They're for a specific project or administrative costs or things like that. They're very specific and oftentimes short term. So we need that base viewer funding. Right now we're heading to a hazmat situation. We don't know much about it. We know Engine 5's on scene, and they've requested some additional help. So we'll jump in over here and find out what's going on. And just as for the Chris Cooley, howdy. As for the live stream, I think Garen was asking if the Facebook Live would continue. Like I said, we really want to move that over to YouTube. We would have the ability to multi-stream, like I said, but we're not sure on all the dynamics yet. So we're still looking into everything. But we know we want to move over to YouTube for the present moment, and then we'll go from there. Oh, it sounds like a gas leak is what it sounds like to me. I can hear that going off. Hear that loud whistle? Oh, that's right there. They need to be blocking this off. We just went past the gas leak. So they need to block off 15th. Is what they need to block off.
Copy. Holding a silent 211 1651 Hardway.
They should have put that as a gas leak. That's like a main that is ruptured.
L28, I'll be clear in a minute. 27 myself will handle that. Hank, if you call over the arm.
That is not a good situation.
On it, rolling around.
So I'm going to try moving a better spot where we can see. Yeah, exactly, Garen. I haven't seen a gas leak like this in a long time. I would say last one I saw this bad was in the middle of the street on, I think it was 5th and T in downtown, and a construction crew hit a main, and it was just spewing up straight up in the air.
We're all good over here.
So I'm just trying to move into a better safe position for us. And because of the one ways here, I got to work my way around. And I got to figure out which direction the wind is blowing so I'm not downwind from it. Sounds like a silent alarm at a, I think it's a dispensary. Okay, so I think the delivery person had something to do with this situation. And so that, I'm going to roll the windows up.
Person 4010 Martin Luther King Boulevard. No person 4010 Martin Luther King Boulevard. Battalion T, suspect got a 12 fire map. 190 Bravo 1 operations station.
So right directly in front of us is the leaking gas meter, and thought the battalion chief was going to block us off there for a minute. So you can see a dolly, and directly behind the dolly is the gas meter. I don't know if I can get a little closer, but right there is where that leak is at, and looked like there's a delivery in progress, and there is a electric forklift on the left there. You can see the tree, and then on the left on the post, on the right, gray post, right in between that
to the security. They said there are overnight employees working inside.
is an electric forklift. So I'm going to guess the delivery person hit it with the forklift, or the pallet jack, I should say. Nope, Garen, that looks like it's damaged from the delivery, would be my guess.
We're not too far out.
And yeah, I could smell it when I went by.
Yeah, copy. I was on my call 3. I'll be en route in a sec.
It is loud, really loud.
28, you need to go for it.
I'm actually surprised it's not closing off 15th Street yet. Come on, Garen. Okay, truck, don't stop there. That's a really bad spot to stop.
Battalion 2, engine 60. Commercial alarm 68014 Perkins Road, air gas. Commercial alarm 68014 Perkins Road.
And they'll probably have
Engine 65 map 231 Charlie 4 operations C3.
they'll probably have PG&E out here pretty soon. Hey Susie, welcome. So you're live with Public Safety News, News Cruiser 3. For those of you that are new to our feed, and just kind of behind the scenes of how news is aggregated from the street. We are formerly what is known as news stringers, and a lot of folks don't realize this is how you get your action news, except here in the Sacramento area. All the local stations lost their budgets to pay us when the economy crash occurred. So we have just recently acquired our nonprofit status, and we have a really duplicatable model that we're looking forward to expanding when we can get some funding. PT has landed. Yeah, this guy looks pretty dramatic, huh?
You're in the dispo now?
And Cali Field, I missed where we were at when you asked about the orange glare that was in front of us. Were we at Amtrak, or is that here? I'm just going back. Thanks, Crystal. We appreciate that. About spreading the word to business owners. That's exactly what we need folks to do. If you have friends that are business owners or real estate, they're involved in real estate investing, and all that. That's a really good, that would help us out tremendously. Firefighters are coming to tape everything off right now. for safety area. Also at the on our website right now is a banner, so if you forget where to go for the Giving Tuesday, if you just go to psnews.us to our main website, there's a banner on there now. They'll be on all day today, so folks can easily access our Giving Tuesday page. That would be true if it was in a confined area. When I was a firefighter in Mammoth, we had 1 year we had extensive propane issues with the houses. We had a very big snow year, and the contractors got lazy with piping the houses. You know, all the houses had the tanks, and they have to block the pipes going into the house, put blocks so they wouldn't shift. And they got lazy and weren't putting the blocks in because we hadn't had big snow in several years. And when we had the heavy snow, between the thaw and the freezing, the ice and the snow would shift and push the gas pipes up against the house, shove it into the house, and cause it to break on the elbow where it goes into the house and charge the house with gas. So then that was a concentrated enclosed area, and it would be full of gas, and there was a lot of second homeowners, and we literally went on hundreds of calls that winter for that problem. And we get to the house, and we would have to put exhaust fans in it and get all the windows opened up and monitor it and keep our hose lines ready, because we'd have to bring it past through the explosive range. And that's always tense, because they shut the power off to the house, but what if there's something battery operated or something that could cause a spark? So that was kind of unnerving. There were a couple of explosions, but in this situation, it's outside, so wherever the gas leaks to, if it hits the ignition point, it could take off. So that's why we're kind of back away, and we're upwind, not downwind from it. So no, Callie, I'm not getting lightheaded. I'm upwind from it. Hey, Crystal, no, we don't go through 511. You're right, they're expensive. No, well, we used to go through Gulls to get our gear for the most part, and they have pretty good pricing. I think it was the battalion chief that they requested, and so he's here now, and there's really not a lot the fire department can do except stand by and keep their hose lines ready, just in case something goes off, and wait for PG&E to arrive. Yeah, it works out well, Crystal.
And 2-5 final stop's going to be helping, east of the overpass.
Time 1, west side to engine 41, respond. Level 2 hazmat.
Oh.
5 Edward King Adam 095 is clear.
A Bombo Genesis? I have no idea, Califield. Is that where the explosion starts? The hazmat unit, the hazmat truck is really just for figuring out what the hazmat is and containment of certain hazmat situations and what's the word I'm looking for? Not disinfecting, but decon and all that. They're really not. It's PG&E is who needs to get here and cap this off and take care of it. So right now, the fire department's job right now is really just to contain and evacuate if evacuations were needed. If this was in a residential area, they'd probably be doing a little bit of evacuations right now on nearby houses.
Level 2 hazmat 1429 Broadway. Level 2 hazmat 1429 Broadway. Battalion 1, truck 5, fire map 169 Bravo 2, operation C6 Bravo 6.
So they are requesting additional fire apparatus. So another engine from West Sac and truck 5 is being dispatched.
Someone on scene advised fire, they would probably need help from me. It's a male.
Oh, 5-1. No, 5-1, go ahead.
Oh wow, Susie, that's pretty cool.
Contact the conference vehicle, contact us 935.
That was nice of them to put us in there. Yep. Yeah, just we have one engine on scene, and we have some additional apparatus responding now.
Good. Hey, on that call earlier, did she indicate that he had any other property inside? Because as of a week ago, when she was the victim of 2035, I'm guessing he was still staying there.
We got a fire alarm on 4 Perkins Road. What else we got going on?
Truck 30, go ahead and bump up to 14th. I've got SPD getting ready to block 14th and Broadway 2. West area.
Go ahead. Okay, I'm going to have westbound Broadway closed at 16. We need the next unit to close eastbound Broadway at 13.
Okay.
You can pick up.
Yeah, 42, I copy.
So they're going to close down, it sounds like up to 13th of Broadway. The wind's blowing that direction. Well, thanks, Susie. I appreciate that.
001 west.
4 George 850. Yeah, copy.
So it looks like we have, let's see, let me get the list of apparatus assigned to this now. And for those that are just joining us, Greg, you're funny. We're at 1429 Broadway behind Jamba Juice in Sacramento. This is on the far south end of downtown, south of Highway 50. We've got BC1 Battalion Chief 1, Engine 30, Engine 5.
Move around and come in off of Land Park. Go ahead and take second half of Land Park. I'm looking for you possibly do shelter-in-place notifications for the area around Land Park and Burnett.
Copy Land Park. And Burnett.
All right, so they are the gas. Some of the gas is heading into the bedroom community.
Information only, do not drive down Broadway.
They're wanting to shut off Broadway, it looks like, as well. So it sounds like the wind is taking the gas kind of a southwesterly direction, which was what we were talking about earlier, Garen, and at Cali Field. As it seeps into areas, it can be explosive because it's not the high concentration. It's still got plenty of oxygen to ignite. So yeah, SAC PD will be moving in the area to shut off some more roads. And let's see, I was doing with the apparatus lineup. Battalion Chief 1, engine, blending in. Hold on a second here. Let me change the engine 30, engine 5. YOLO engine 41 was canceled. Hazmat 30, truck 30, and truck 5.
Oh, visibility on the fire line tape. We're unable to affect anything across Broadway at 14.
Copy that, Cap. PD getting ready to shut off Broadway 14.
Alright, so they're going to be shutting off Broadway as well.
And PD has a unit blocking off Broadway at 16.
So they're shutting off Broadway between 14th and 16th. It's turning into a pretty significant incident.
Break engine 5, command.
Go ahead.
If I could have one of your firefighters be my downwind observation person, go ahead and stage them at X and 15, and then we'll just check for smell down location.
Copy that. 15th and X. Nozzle, engine 5. Up to engine 5, do you copy?
That was 27. Security was able to make contact with the employees.
And nozzle copy. Exactly.
Good question, Garen. I don't think it's...
Space with PG&E, the initial supervisor. They're going to have to call a dig team due to the size of the break. So we're in for the long haul. They're unable to shut it off since it's on the high speed side of the meter.
Oh, all right. This is going to be a long incident. So the break is on the high pressure feed side of the meter, and PG&E actually have to dig.
Truck 30 command, you copy?
So this is going to take a while. PG&E is just arriving. I just saw a PG&E vehicle.
Hey, I'm base with PG&E. Due to the size of the pipe and the location, they're unable to shut it off. They're calling out their emergency dig team to going to have to dig down and find another location to shut that pipe off.
Wow.
Copy the PG&E service taking a phone up right now. I'm going to reroute them to your side.
That's negative. You already touched base with me, and I think he's just trying to figure out a good spot to do more eyes on to relay to his supervisor.
Hey, Susie. Yeah, it's chilly, but no, it really doesn't affect that. Just like when I was living up in the Sierras and we had all that propane issues, the cold really doesn't make a difference. It's a little heavier than water, heavier than air, so it does drop down and it flows like water, like down hills and things like that.
Just give me a heads up what the smells like back of there.
Interesting side note, in snow areas, when there is a leak and the gas is moving, the odorant sticks in the snow. So the gas can take off and move, be moving and kind of be stripped of its odorant, so you really don't know where the gas is at, because the odorant will stick in the snow as it passes through the snow. And hello, Thomas from Pennsylvania. Thanks for joining us.
Command engine and hazmat 30 or 4.
One more unit, and I'll have a location for when you're ready.
Go ahead.
Ready to block out sound SF3. Somewhere west of our 925. I'm not sure what the next place is. I think it's send cars north back into downtown. But we want to be west of 15th Street, like 14th, 13th, somewhere over there.
Alpha 45 to cover that spot. 5-1, apparently she is not going to come back. She's too afraid.
I saw saw a message pop up. I can't switch over to it right now because we're live, but I did see who it was from. Someone was asking about Amazon and how they can give through Amazon. It's really not to give through Amazon. It's really just buy as you make your purchases through Amazon. You go through Amazon Smile, and I will put our link for that in here. Go.ps.us/Amazon Smile. And so there's the link. If you purchase through Amazon, oops, not Amazon. Wow. Go.psnews.us/Amazon Smile. I'm actually typing that on my Surface, and there we go. And it's really small, so I don't see some of it.
Command hazmat 30.
That's where you guys.
We're on scene. Also, PD is asking for your location.
Thanks, Garen. Appreciate that.
To do a face-to-face.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and that's the important thing. You may think something you're doing with that isn't that big of a help, but like we've said, even if we could get a quarter of our viewers to be Facebook supporters, you know, at the bottom of most of our posts, and on this post here on the live, when you go back and replay it, it has the support PSN, and that's becoming a Facebook supporter. And you'll see some of our folks like Garen there has the supporter +1 badge, and that means he has committed to donating 99 cents a month, just 99 cents a month. And he's a top fan. That's the +1. But we have over 26,000, almost 27,000 likes, and over just about 30,000 followers. If a quarter of those folks would do like Garen has and just support us at 99 cents a month, that would help us tremendously. I mean, just absolutely huge. So,
We'll continue to land park for that.
It's a big deal.
Okay, truck 5, you want us to shut off land park at Burnett with the truck?
Truck 5, Command Star, can you repeat as being talked to?
So we're really in a good spot because we're right where we're at. We're upwind, and there's blocks that are being shut off to the west of us.
I know the wind's pushing it in your direction into that residential neighborhood.
Garen, it can't. Once that's set, it's set, and we set that months and months ago because we went on a campaign and we made that statement that if we could just get a quarter of our viewers to give $1 a month, and so we set it at the 99 cent because that it only gives you so many variables that you can do with Facebook, and so we set it at 99 cents, and that's where they won't let us change it. So nope, they're not making us move, and they've been checking with their meters, and the gas isn't coming this direction, so we're good. Kind of why I came over around this direction. I knew which direction the wind was blowing. Not on Facebook, Garen. On the Giving Tuesday page, that's our regular giving section with our Give Lively, and you can set whatever amount you want to there. So that's a way around that. Hey Susie, until something else pops up, this is the only thing going on right now. So if something else pops up, we'll run to that, and then we can come back to this. This will be ongoing for a long time. Yeah, Garen, and yeah, with that stuff, Facebook doesn't give us any control over those things. Thanks, appreciate that. Yeah, once again, on that giving page, right under the photo, towards the right, under the photo, if you're on the computer, there's a thing where you can become a fundraiser for us. And it's a really, really super simple process. Kind of fun, actually. I did it, and I've got my own fundraising page for my personal profile, and trying to raise $500 personally. And so if folks would take on that challenge, that would be a great help to us as well. Now, if the wind shifts, we'll probably have to move, but right now, we're good. Thomas, this is just outside of downtown Sacramento, south of downtown Sacramento, at 15th and Broadway, behind the Jamba Juice. Hey Darren, yeah, and if you go over there on your computer, you can set your Smile, set your profile for Community First Group, and anytime you use Smile or Amazon, go through Smile, and that will be benefiting us. Yes, Darren. Yep, we sure are. But you look for Community First Group. Community First Group, Sacramento. Oh, looks like they might be getting a cap on it. Maybe. I know there's like these cap things they can put on pipes, like they're called like shark bites or things like that. Well, they're trying something. Okay, I'm going to be out shooting some other video real quick. Oh, nope, they moved. Shoot. So I'm not going to be out shooting some other video. Saying too, one of the things we've learned through the years, you know, we like sit over here out of the way and behave ourselves and not draw attention. They let us be.
He's on informal searchable and has a misdemeanor warrant. If
We need that for any reason.
Double truck.
I'll take it.
Truck 30 Command, did PG&E put some type of plug in it? I noticed a change in the sound.
That's negative. The broken shutoff that was bent, we took it out of the way, which means the sound. Our readings are 10% of LEL on the back side of the business by the truck. On the front of the business, we're getting 0-0 on LEL.
Okay, I copy that. The other issue, once this is mitigated, my other issue is going to be inside the business itself. We're going to have to start taking readings inside the store.
Yeah, we're unable to find any noxies. Maybe if we can find a responsible for this building. We're also going to see if we can wooden down this thing. It's running about 30, 40 PSI.
Alpha 45 from 110.
Copy that.
Go for 45.
Ah, okay. So, they've been taking the readings, outside, out back here, and so right near it's really not that high, but where the gas is drifting like toward the truck, the semi truck there to the right.
At Landmark and Marquette. Do you want us to
is where it picks up.
to Larkin in Landmark?
Garrett, a little bit, but I know some of it. It's been a long time.
Go ahead and stay at Land Park and Burnett. I need you to go on foot door to door and start notifying and showing shelter in place. And everyone's got to turn their heaters off.
Okay. So the gas is moving towards the bedroom community to the south of this location. They are getting higher readings over there. Firefighters are going to be going door to door, letting folks know to shelter in place and to turn their heaters off.
Down to 13, all businesses that face the Broadway side, use your discretion. If you can see it's going over the Burnett side, then continue that direction.
Right there, and so they use a wood dowel to try to cram into the pipe.
Yeah, Chief, we've walked around this entire building. We do get a little bit of the odor of gas, but on the front half of the building, the Broadway side, we're getting zeros on our LEL, even across the street, and on the west side of this building.
Thank you. I think we're getting the initial thing from far as the plume going up and starting to drop back down to the inversion layer on the other side of towards that Burnett area, which is to the south of where you are currently.
Okay, copy that. Also, is the semi-driver still on scene?
He was over by where Engine 5 was parked, just to the west of that location.
Okay, copy. So he's making a delivery. I'm going to CPSC for the occupancy.
Yeah, copy. I'm going to go ahead and start seeing if I get the representative from John Paduce and Power Venture.
Thomas, it's in the 40s. Yeah, there we go, 45 degrees. Thank you, Crystal. Since I use my phone for the live, I could pop that up. Appreciate that. So a little bit on what you just heard. So because the inversion layer is causing the gas to move to the south into that bedroom community, actually around the building, the readings aren't that bad. They're going to get a representative from John Juice. They haven't even been able to check inside the business yet. So they need to take readings inside the business, which I think it was Garen or Califield and I were mentioning earlier about density of the gas. It can literally, the gas can be so dense that it won't support combustion. So if the gas is at so many parts per million, there isn't enough oxygen to support combustion. And if that's the case inside, it could be a volatile situation because we'll have to vent it out and bring it pass through the volatile stage where an explosion could occur. So that's always a little bit of a tense thing. I've been through a few of those, again, when I was on the fire department up in the Sierras. And we had that one winter, we had a lot of explosions up there.
Command truck 5. 31 from 32. You guys in here?
We're good, thank you.
That's a good question, Garen. I don't know how that would impact. I don't really think it would impact the food. That's a good question, though. So Crystal says yes, it would impact the food products.
Truck 5, go ahead.
Crane truck 5, the smell over here is completely dissipated. So we're actually going to go a little bit further up, see if we can smell it. But there's nothing at Burnett and Land Park.
Copy that.
Oh, looks like they're inside the Jamba Juice now.
1 Alpha 27, 1 Alpha 28, start on the 415 weapon, 268.
Thank you, Mike Walker. Appreciate your help. Our dispatcher.
Says someone pulled on a knife and now she's just mumbling. 268 Homestead Drive, Deputy Company.
This is natural gas, Crystal. The gas meter out in back of the building.
Yeah, so far what I'm seeing is it looks like you had it right at first.
Did you read 62610A?
Thanks, Susie. Appreciate you joining us.
Talks about taser and stun gun refers to grades 1 through 12.
Copy that.
Truck 30, come in. Truck 30, come in. I've a landline, or County Hazmat landlined me. I've updated him about what's going on. He's going to slowly start coming out here. He's advising County Health for your information about what's happening. And then unknown ETA for Brian.
Units and 11 call for the phone number history. It looks like we have several 415 families had calls at this address with this caller.
Greg, that's a good question. So, from my experience as a firefighter, and we trained on natural gas a lot when I was up in the Sierras, unless things have changed.
Over here at the command post, driver's name, and his contact information if needed.
6 foot, medium build with a black hooded sweatshirt. Still getting further.
It has to be shut off. If it catches fire, it has to be shut off. It has to be eliminated. The foam doesn't even, because it's blowing. The foam doesn't even impact it. When we train for gas things like this, if there was a fire, you actually use 2 lines of firefighters with 2 hose streams open on a full fog position, and the fog patterns overlapping each other, and you literally use the water to push the flame away from the firefighters so someone can reach down and turn off the valve or cap it somehow. If someone's helmet, while they're reaching down, breaks that water pattern, the fire can come back on the firefighters. It's a pretty intense training, and I will never forget that training. That was quite the intense training. We had a propane prop that was hooked up to a bobtail propane truck. Hold on a second.
In the kitchen or possibly in the back room.
Engine 5 Novel Command, are you still dead on?
Yeah, right. It's usually the captain. Because the captain literally stands between the two lines. The two front guys like have his hands on their shoulder, and he'll be calling commands, and everybody will be stepping together. So he'll actually, say step, and then everyone takes a step. Step, and they'll say quarter step, and then everyone will take like a quarter step and inch their way up. And I don't know if they still train it that way, but back in the 80s, when I was a firefighter, that's how we trained for it.
So it might be better to stage off of Broadway and 16. Copy, Chief.
Command, hazmat 30.
Go ahead, hazmat 30.
Engine 30, we put a line down. The personnel instructor is going to take entrance, give it one shot, trying to plunge this line with the wooden valve.
I copy that. Break. Engine 5 AO command.
Engine 5.
Engine 5 AO. Go ahead. I know you got a firefighter with you. Go ahead and drop a line down on your side so we can cover it on the west side.
Engine 5 copy.
So they're going to be attempting to do the dowel and cap it off here temporarily in a minute. And I am going to be out with my other camera shooting video, so I'll be off with you guys for a moment. Hey, and if all 26 of you would do us a favor, forgot to have everybody do this tonight, tap your screen and hit share, and share our feed to your Facebook friends. That would be great.
Still sounds like just pulled a knife out and threatened the female to make something about it.
Yes, Karen, I will be. But they're not moving up there yet. So.
Truck 30, engine 5. Engine 5, truck 30, you're trying to get a hold of me? Yeah, affirmative. I have notes from the driver and the responsible if you need it.
You're the big people. What do you mean?
Great, truck 30 command. Also, when you go inside Starbucks or after you come to a correction, shut that down. Starbucks and see if you see a responsible number. Dispatch is unable to get a hold of anyone. It goes to multiple different numbers who all deny being the person in charge.
Thanks, Crystal. Appreciate that. Thanks, Garrett. Now, did you all share the feed like Crystal did?
Command hazmat 30 off the base zone.
And there's also a thing there where you can invite your friends, especially if you're on the computer. You tap into the video, and on the right side there's a spot where you can invite your friends.
Central 391, 144.
Well, see, here's the funny thing. We've been live for how long now? And it's 2:06. Channel 13's photog is just coming on. But see, here's the thing. They won't be able to get to where we're at because now they're all taped out. We're inside the perimeter now, and the perimeter's been set up around us. So none of the other news agencies will be able to get the angle that we have. Yeah, you're right, Garen. Okay, here they come to try to tap that in.
Valiant team, check. 312 Valiant, this is DB check.
Are you available to go back out to Meadowview?
Yeah, I can. I'm being route from a distance.
Units on the weapons hall. Caller can hear the subject yelling in the background now. Unknown what's being said.
Is there any error by chance? Can you see if SSD or speech together up?
On any air support.
Okay, give me the update.
A lot quieter. We got a redwood plug into it. Got it seated pretty good. We're going to reinforce it with a couple of wraps. Keep it in place. That should hold. I'll be back inside the business here shortly to do air monitoring, make sure we don't have any intrusion.
Complete the air monitoring, let me know, and then I'll start downsizing this.
Can you do me a favor and notify dispatch? Lincoln Stoss is out just for a time mark.
Copy, pick it up.
Yeah, affirmative.
And if there's another K9 available, K9 67927 at 6394 Freeport Boulevard, Alpha 48, Alpha 49 to start.
So, it looks like the plug was successful. No more loud noise. That's great.
Sedan backed up to the rear of the building, trying to break into the roll-up doors.
Hey, Crystal. Yeah, we really don't do ride-alongs for general public and viewers right now. We are working, we mentioned earlier, we are working on a thing where we have a trophy that rotates around for people who give over a certain amount, and when they win their spot on the trophy, then a ride-along is part of that. But for the most part, we don't do the ride-alongs anymore due to liabilities, and we almost always have a full crew on the car in the news cruiser, so it's just not possible.
With this going on, with the main flow being shut off, let's stage you for right now at 14 in the short term with release here in the near future.
14 for brother.
Break. Engine 5. Backup. Come in.
Yeah, there you go, Crystal.
Traffic for Engine 5, Captain.
Engine 5, just checking to see how you're doing on your end for any smell over there.
Yeah, we got nothing on this end. I don't know about the nozzle.
What's the name of our complaint?
We clear. I do want to do a interior sweep with Hazmat 30. Do your business to confirm nothing's been pulled in by the HVAC system.
So for those of you just joining us, We are off of 15th and Broadway,
Break engine
behind
fire, nozzle
Jamba
come in.
Juice, where the high pressure side of a gas meter was
On your, are you at
ruptured.
Broadway and then 16th at the time?
They were just
alley,
now able to plug
no
the
odor.
pipe with a dowel and slam it in
Okay,
there.
copy that. Go ahead and take the alley all the way down from 16 to 15, and then advise if you have anything. If nothing, go ahead and proceed back to your crew.
Copy.
And they were just now able to get it kind of capped off. PG&E has dispatched their emergency dig crew. It has to be dug because it's on the high pressure side, and taken care of that way. What'll be interesting is if that plug doesn't hold and pops out. That would be interesting. Yeah, that's about it, Garen. And we say, nope.
Go ahead, hazmat 30.
Go hazmat 30.
Completely clear. We're getting 0 on the LEL. However, the Starbucks we haven't been able to get entry to unless you want us to force that open. The driver only has access to the jump seat.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to, can we force without destroying?
We'll give it a good try.
FYI, the Starbucks is farther than the Jamba Juice on the list.
Her calling in originally.
Come in, Captain.
Command Engine 5, just to confirm that it was Jamba Juice was where he was delivering to.
Yeah, Command Captain, Jamba Juice, where he's delivered to.
Yeah, right. Garen.
So, the stop sign is no parking sign. What type of sign is it?
683-4385. Check.
91B check.
256, go ahead.
Oh, we got this down pat, Crystal. We've been doing this for a while. Yeah. It's always funny. They'll hit us up and ask us for courtesy footage, and our response is we burn fuel, we burn man hours. It cost us to gather that footage, and if we give it to them, they will be they will be making money off of our footage that we give to them for free, and that doesn't make much sense to us. So yeah, no, they won't get it courtesy from us.
Major 30 cap, truck 3 cap. When you're done with the semi, if you can double check the 76 station, please.
Central 300, Robert 1, perimeter check. Robert 1, perimeter check.
Yeah, that's not good. And I just got a notification of a structure fire. Yeah, that's about right, Garrett. All right, I need to see where this structure fire is at. South Hagenwood.
BC3, BC7, engine 20, rescue 20, medic 20, engine 17, truck 17, engine 19, engine 101. Possible structure fire 2810 Burketall Street. Possible structure 2810 Burketall Street. Battalion 3, BC3,
possible
BC7,
structure
engine 20,
fire.
rescue 20, medic 20, engine 17, truck 17, engine 19, engine 101, fire map 130, Delta 3, operations Bravo 7.
50 units, 252 south on Sunrise, south on Madison, right toward Mustang Circle, and then play top down. TC through it, Center Divide, and continue south on Sunrise. 252 south on Sunrise, south on Madison, right toward Mustang.
Yep, yeah, that when it gets dispatched as a possible structure fire, we don't get up and at them. We'll wait till we hear something. Especially since it's all the way back up north. So that's a bunch of fuel. And we try to be fuel conscious since our viewers are providing our fuel now. And we appreciate that.
Too bad, hazmat 30.
Hazmat 30 coming. Go ahead.
The truck is clear. You can fire that thing up and get out of the way. The 76 station's locked up too.
Okay, I copy that. Truck clear, 76 stations is locked up. Let's go ahead and also, let's clear Walgreens. I know their HVAC system was running the entire time. And then once we're good, once that building's done, I think we're good for all our businesses.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we were driving around a lot freer when the fuel costs were lower, Crystal. But when they start going up, we stage a lot.
Yeah, if you can move that. And it's offloading into the occupancy or not?
Oh, wow, Garen.
Command Hazmat 30, how do you feel about letting him offload the material into the Jamba Juice?
Under supervision with the firefighter to make sure the gas pipe isn't hit again, and then we would confirm that Jamba Juice is clear.
Alright, I'll send a firefighter
So
30 with them.
they're
Jamba Juice is fine.
going to allow the delivery driver to
Thank
continue offloading.
Yeah, he has one more pallet to offload if he can.
He has one more pallet to offload.
So information only, I'm going to turn FSPD down to fire units for lead for the traffic control needs. But I'm going to open up everything in all directions.
Yeah, they're going to start opening up traffic now. So they're going to let him go ahead and load his pallets, or unload his pallets,
Truck 5 command, you're
under supervision of a firefighter to make sure the pipe isn't hit again.
Truck 5, go.
$5 a gallon, wow. Hey, Gary, I remember that that call, if it's right one I'm thinking of, and I heard them say at least 50 feet of cable. Because I think we were messaging yesterday during that, and I heard the dispatch say 50 feet of cable. That's interesting. South LA, okay. And I grew up in the East Ventura area, Simi Valley, and San Fernando Valley area, so I know what you're talking about. And I was born in East LA. I was born in East LA at Cedars.
391, go ahead.
Yeah, just
west of Baller 1, like a couple black garbage bags with some blankets and clothing in it. Can you rewind the cameras and see if you can find the owner? 391, it could be just west of Baller 1. There are some black garbage bags with some clothing in it. Requesting to look at the cameras and see if there is a owner.
Yeah, it could be, Greg.
Battalion 1, Engine 15, Medic 15, ill diabetic, 2605 Stone Creek Drive, number 4. Ill diabetic, 2605 Stone Creek Drive, number 4. Battalion 1, Engine 15, Medic 15, fire map 129.
Looks like there's our delivery driver in the hat, I think. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, no wonder. Look how squirrely he drives that thing. He's just doing things too quick. Okay, so it sounds like that structure, the clearing units off of that. It's on Perktel, which is off of Del Paso, where Del Paso and Marysville Road splits, and it's west of that, just a few blocks, for those who know that area. Good stuff, Garen. Be safe. And those of you who are with us, Garen's one of our local tow operators. Oh, good job, Crystal. Yeah, my mom was a big rig driver for 20 years, and both my brothers drive as well. Exactly, you caught that. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, he'll be getting a safety talk. That's for sure. He'll have some explaining to do. He'll have some splaining to do.
Hi, Novel, come in.
Traffic for Engine 5 nozzle.
Yeah, Engine 5 novel, sorry. You're clear to come back and pick up your codes. You're at 76 if you're still staged in the alleyway.
That's a long stint there, Crystal.
Great, truck 30 come in. When you can, if we get back your truck out of the westbound lane to Broadway, open up 16 so they can come down and turn left onto Broadway.
All right, so this incident is coming under control. PG&E will be coming to dig that up and get it properly taken care of, and that'll be another whole fiasco. But we don't have any other incidents going on. I want to ask you to remember our Giving Tuesday link. If you would push that out to your Facebook friends for us, or even consider starting your own fundraising page. If you go to that Giving Tuesday link, there's a spot there where it says, hold on, it says, I want to fundraise for this. It's got a little girl there waving her hand. And right under the news cruiser photo, under the right side of that, there's all our social media, and there's a little box there, button that says I want to fundraise for this, and that takes you to a page and tells you how to set that up real quick and easy. And I mean, it is really easy to set that up. You'd be surprised how easy it is. So if you would consider doing that for us and helping us for this Giving Tuesday. And again, we understand a lot of folks here may not be able to help us out monetarily, but it's the other folks that you know that might be able to help out. So if you wouldn't mind doing that and pushing it out to your Facebook page, putting us in front of business owners you may know. There are people today, after everyone wakes up, that are going to, they know about Giving Tuesday, and they're going to be giving funds away because they need the tax shelter, and they need the write-offs, and so they're looking for places to give money to. So if you would consider helping getting us in front of those folks, we would really appreciate it. Thanks, Darren. Gotcha. And again, we appreciate all of you for staying with us tonight, this morning. And again, if you'll consider helping us out and pushing out that link for the Giving Tuesday, or if you need some write-offs, or you would like to help us out, there's some ideas there of where the funding goes to on the donation page for the Giving Tuesday.
We're going to clear the house.
And a lot of information there for you. So if you click over there and take a look, we would appreciate it. So this is Maverick, Public Safety News, and again, throughout the day, if you're following our page, you'll see a lot about the Giving Tuesday, and we just need to get it out in front of a lot of people today, so we appreciate your help with that. This is Maverick, Public Safety News. We're leaving you from Jamba Juice at 16th and Broadway, where we've had excuse me, where we've had a gas line ruptured by a delivery person who smashed into it with a pallet and cut off the high pressure side, and firefighters got that capped off. There was road closures and homes. The folks were told to shelter in place and shut their heaters off because the inversion layer, the gas was heading towards the bedroom community to the south of here, and that's all under control now, so it's capped off by the firefighters and waiting PG&E's emergency dig crew. Right now they are allowing the delivery person to complete his delivery and under supervision of the firefighters, so the meter or pipe doesn't get hit again. And everything is pretty much under control here. So thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time. We intend to be live again tomorrow night, early Wednesday morning, but we take that on a day-by-day basis right now, because again, we're in volunteer mode and trying to get some of that funding so it can be full-time. This is Maverick, Public Safety News in South Sacramento.